No, Silksong is not going to be at this direct. Silksong is not a real game that's ever actually going to come out. It's just vaporware made to fool Nintendo fans to watching Nindie events every few months when they wouldn't have otherwise. Stop spamming it in the comments. Ugh. Anyways, hello everyone, Dan here, ready to talk about this upcoming Nintendo Direct once again, and once again, unfortunately, I'm on my own. So, this Direct is going to be a bit different from the last Direct. It's not the big standard 40-minute long Direct with all sorts of announcements for both Nintendo and non-Nintendo publishers. Instead, it's actually two events, a Direct Mini Partner Showcase and a Nindie World Showcase, going back to back so that the total time for the two is still around 40 minutes. This is certainly a unique setup. I haven't really seen Nintendo do something like this before, but either way, we're still getting tons of new information on a bunch of games. I'll talk about the Indie World first because it's the one happening first and because, well, there isn't much to talk about. Indie games are not as easy to predict since the studios are so much smaller and often don't have a track record we can go off for predictions. So instead, I'll take a guess at what types of games we might see, and hopefully I will look like a complete fool when all of this is wrong. Farming Simulator is a pretty good shoo-in. Heck, even for the Partner Showcase, that's a decent guess. I can see a game where you play as a semi-realistic animal, like a cat or dog or whatever. A puzzle game of some sort is also very likely. What form that takes or what art style has, I don't know. Some sort of story-heavy game is also a possibility, and a card-based game of some type. I can see that happening as well. That's all the big ones I can think of off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's lots of other odd and unique games that'll be here. Indies don't exactly follow the trends of the larger gaming world. As for bigger indie games from bigger studios, maybe Hades 2 could show up here, though I think that team is big enough to skip an indie showcase. Still, it's possible. I don't think we're going to get any Kings of Hyrule style crossovers between indie team and Nintendo, however. I feel the time for that has passed. And lastly, as stated at the top, I am not a Silksong believer. This game isn't real and it's never coming out. So, not going to be here. But yeah, that's just about all I have to say about the Nindie showcase. Let's move on to the more interesting predictions, the ones for the Partner Showcase. Now, as the title implies, there won't be any Nintendo first-party stuff here, so making predictions is a little harder because the swath of what can be here is a lot larger. But I'm still going to try my best to not be wrong. First up, Ubisoft. They already announced Just Dance at the last Direct, so I don't know if they'll bring it back for this one, but outside of that, I don't really know what they can bring. All their big games just won't run on Switch. Maybe they can get Star Wars Outlaws on there with a cloud version, but if that's the case, man, that would suck. Capcom is another publisher that already had a presence at the last Direct with Marvel vs. Capcom Collection and also that Phoenix Wright Collection, which I can see them briefly mentioning either of them here. Beyond that, I could see another Mega Man collection, though at this point they're kind of running out of stuff to collect for that. An intriguing option is another Monster Hunter, but I feel like they'll save the next big Switch Monster Hunter for the Switch 2. I don't think there's going to be any Resident Evil or Street Fighter. Maybe they'll give one of their dormant franchises another shot on the Switch. Which one though? I don't know. But yeah, Capcom is definitely one to look out for here. Sega annoyed me last time by not showing up with Sonic Generations last time, but this time has to be it. The game is right around the corner, man. Beyond Sonic, I don't really expect much else, mostly because Sega doesn't bring out a lot else. But maybe an older Yakuza might get brought up, or perhaps a re-release of an old Genesis game on NSO. In my wildest dreams, I would want a remastered Dreamcast game, but that would require Sega remembering the Dreamcast exists, so yeah, not happening. Squeenix is also strange, as most of the stuff that they are working on is for the more powerful consoles, and behind the scenes a lot of smaller projects have been cancelled. They might bring back some weird obscure thing to the system to remaster, but in all honesty, they're just going to show up with some farming sim RPG with magic elements or something lame like that. Not anticipating a big event for Squeenix. Namco is a publisher that I can see bringing some stuff, most likely anime games, but maybe also a new Pac-Man, or heck, even a Left Curve Souls-like. Either way, I feel like there are ones to look out for here. I don't expect much from Konami, maybe a collection of some older games, but that's about it. Same for Razer, they've been going through the ringer, and I'd imagine the only thing old THQ can cough up right now is a remaster. Xbox and their subsidiaries of Bethesda and Blizzard are an interesting one. Xbox has been very wishy-washy about their first-party games going to other platforms, so maybe one of their big titles go to Switch? Granted, I'm a little hesitant on that since I predicted Fallout in the last Direct and got that super wrong, but still, it'd be pretty big if they showed up. Beyond that, I'm not expecting much else from the Rex. I don't really expect much from Take-Two. EA likes to pretend the Switch doesn't exist. Maybe we might see something from Koei Tecmo, and a lot of the AA publishers, your Team 17s, your Marvelouses, those types, might have some stuff, but they might just throw out a farming sim to add to the pile. But yeah, that's about everything I have to talk about on this partner showcase. I think the expectations should be lowered a little. In addition to the caveat of the Switch being at the end of life from last Direct, we also got the added caveat that this isn't a full-fledged Nintendo Direct, so yeah, keep those expectations checked. You'll be in for a good time if you do. With that said, that is my predictions for this Nintendo Indie World and Partner Showcase Direct. So thank you for watching, be sure to like and subscribe, and to stay tuned for when the Nintendo Direct discussion drops after the Direct. Till then, bye.